Hello everybody, thank you very much for joining me today for another Twilight Zone video in my Twilight Zone ranking series, where I rank every episode of the original Twilight Zone from my least favorite to my favorite. Today I'm going to be talking about number 85, The Little People, written by Rod Serling and directed by William F. Claxton. This is a season 3 episode, and as always there will be spoilers. So I think The Little People is a solid episode of the Twilight Zone. I'm not sure it quite hits the dramatic impact it's looking for. It's a bit over the top, but I think the message is very solid and effective overall, and the episode is pretty entertaining. So this one's about two astronauts who are trying to fix their ship, and in the meantime, one of them finds a society of little people and decides he's going to rule over them. So Joe Moross as Peter Craig, the lead actor in this episode, gives a way over the top performance, but it's very entertaining. Claude Akins, who tries to be the voice of reason as Commander Fletcher, he's fine in the role. It's a solid performance. So this episode starts with Fletcher and Craig trying to repair the ship. Fletcher's in charge, but Craig is complaining about everything. You could tell he would like to be the one in charge instead, which is a good setup and important for the rest of the episode. So eventually Craig goes off on his own and discovers a society of very little people, just like the title of the episode. And eventually he has to show Fletcher this. Fletcher kind of finds out what he's been up to, and Fletcher doesn't like the way he acts. Craig basically acts like a bully towards these little people. He even destroys some of their buildings, things like that. Fletcher eventually tries to reason with Craig when he fixes the ship, but Craig won't come with him. He's obsessed with ruling over these little people. They even build a statue of him, and Craig kind of even threatens Fletcher with a weapon, things like that. So Craig eventually is left alone with the little people. He continues to threaten them, and Craig loses it even more. He's completely out of it now. He's so obsessed with this power. Like I said, this is somewhat effective, but it's also written and acted in a way where it's a little bit over the top for my liking, but I guess it works if you just go with it. So it seems like Craig's in complete control. He's got these little people doing whatever he wants until two giant spacemen come, and now Craig is the little person. One of the spacemen picks Craig up and accidentally crushes him. So Craig is a goner, and the little people knock over Craig's statue. Now, the ending twist is decent. It fits with the themes of the episode. It's actually kind of amusing in a way. I'm not sure if that's what they were going for, but that's kind of how it comes across. And the two huge spacemen, while entertaining, are also kind of ridiculous and over the top. You definitely have to just kind of go with it. I get the point of the message about wanting and using power incorrectly, and I think it's a good one. I just think maybe it could have been done in a slightly more effective way. But still, this is a very entertaining episode, especially Joe Moross's performance. And it's definitely an interesting and unique Twilight Zone episode as well. And it's also pretty well paced. So for all these reasons, that's why The Little People comes in at number 85. As always, feel free to leave me a comment on if you like this episode or not. Thanks for your support, and thanks for watching.